Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, is pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man, I get a wordy, yeah, this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with them. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a Debbie cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick bags. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the goat, bring him to the bush. To the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim me riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
Hey, I don't give a love to fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a one West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love to fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a one West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey, fuck with my I keep my fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gon' miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she glad to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit. Tell her go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the back bend. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get them racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Go get you some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we soldier. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some break off, but never take off, that's a flex. When the Lord with you ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that, we with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world, I responded and called back. Oh Lord, and everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better hide the women, hide the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't butt the system. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Black and Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be precious hell, take a picture. And we professional with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. Dealing nigga tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide. On the slide that I know about is when I assemble the Glock with the slide. For real, I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die. Kill. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like, bitch, or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like. My nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. You understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit.
Fake ass nigga. You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. Fuck you talking about? If that go on, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All they niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shawty and I show her. She could never get a priest holding. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with that fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And that sucker duck bitch ass boy fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga want war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to
to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood or hood? More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Bass up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood or hood? More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. How you gon' tell me we don't live in hell? My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he tryna sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray aloud. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side?
Yes, I
See
did.
the man reach out to God before he died?
Yes, I did.
I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughters, one man in your bed, I won't stand for less. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono try to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah. I was thuggin' with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endure to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak, cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
thank me for that cheese on that bread, yeah. I was thuggin' with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets but the truth made me a man. Shit I don't really speak cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
All right, let's clap it up. All right, drop. Yeah. So, all right, nice one. All right. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Alataba Shem Yahushua to the sisters. I am priest and officer 5000 Maccabia out of ISUPK, Minnesota. If you are in the St. Paul area, our address is 2161 University West, St. Paul, Minnesota. Also to Unit 201. Otherwise, our phone number is 612-524-9544. And let me just do one thing. I'll put it on the screen as well, all right? So as you know, today is Brotherhood class for the weapons of our warfare is not carnal. If you don't know what that means, you want to stay until the end of the class or throughout the class to know what that actually means. All right, and then we also have a precept to back that up as well, just to show you where that comes from. All right, we are going to dive into a few different things. Of course, the topic being brotherhood, which should always be a topic, because there's so many ways to dissect and get into the issues and problems that plague our community every single day. All right. If somebody ever told you that, the Bible can't fix or help your issues, just know that they are lying and that they don't know what the hell that they're talking about. However, if you are in a Christian church, you cannot get your problem solved. You're going to have more problems, more issues. You are going to have more of a license to sin. And that's because there is no order. There is no decency. There is no structure and direction in the churches, because religion is not of the Most High. It is of man. It's whatever man creates and whatever man decides you should live your life. But however, the book is... I guess I was moving the table a little too much. My bad. Good night. All right. I got to stop banging on the table, I guess. But anyway, so what? But no, so the fact of the matter is, the reason why religion does not work is because it is not structured morally. There's no morality in religion. It changes. It's based on how you feel and how you think. It's not logical, nor is it practical. And that's the issue. That's the problem. The issue and the problem today is that we do not have any type of guidance that we follow. You follow the rules of, don't steal, don't, go past the red light, don't unalive somebody. But as soon as we, tell you what the Bible says, that's written by, yes, men, but it's not the white man. It's written by Black and Hispanic Native Indian men, if you do your research. But of course, the Most High is the author. This book is written by a power that is far more wiser and greater than your own understanding. So when someone tells you that you have to get off of the weed, you have to stop messing around with whores, now the Bible is the issue. Now it's a contradiction. Okay? When it's really you that is the contradiction. Your actions, your way of life. Okay? And that's what we are going to talk about today. Again, there's so much going on in the news. As we know that war is still breaking out. War has never ended, by the way. You know what I mean? You know, throughout history, they say like, oh, there's a start date and end date to war. I mean, it's just been ongoing and ongoing, off and on, off and on. And eventually it's going to get to the point where as the enemies of this earth that are against God's chosen people, they are going to fight each other. And in the midst, Christ is going to return. And they are going to turn away from fighting each other and fighting the Most High and his angels in Christ. But of course, that battle is going to be won by the Most High in Christ. Because who can stand against the Lord when he is the one that is the Most High? He's the highest power that there is in general. Okay? So if you have any questions or concerns, please type it into the chat. We do accept questions. We are not going to dance around them like your pork chop eating pastor. But however, we are going to answer these questions and get into the topics, okay? Do you have any questions to start off with or no? No. All right, if you do, you know what to do. Raise your hand. All right, man, let me see. Where should we start? I got so many precepts. Boom, boom, boom. I don't want to go to the topic yet. Let me just see something. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay. How about this? Right. Let's go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. Okay. We are going to go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. All right. Let's get on the topic of brotherhood. All right, which is a very, very important thing, something that you are going to have to use and know when to use throughout your life. Like brotherhood and sisterhood should be implemented in your everyday life because situations will arise. Scenarios, things will happen with the people that you live with, the people that you work with, the people that you live next to, people in, I mean, you know, your relatives, your children, your spouse, so on and so forth, your so-called friends, you know what I mean? You know, in general, you walking outside, going to the store, like there are so many scenarios where you are going to have to use the things that are being explained and told in the Bible. You got it, Matthew 5 and 22? All right, let's go ahead. You got it. You go ahead and read that.
All right. This is Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Now let's stop right there. Now it says, but I say unto you. Now this is Christ. So if you see it in red, this is Christ who is speaking. It said, read that one more time.
But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause,
I'm sorry, it's like,
shall be in danger of the judgment.
Shall be in danger of the what?
Of the judgment.
Right. So again, it says that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. So, okay, if you have a confrontation or some type of, incident with the brother, not even that, I'll backtrack. Let me slow it down for a second. If you are upset, angry for whatever reason, right, with the brother, and you don't have a good reason behind it, a logical, practical reason behind it, you are going to be in danger of the judgment. Meaning this, like for example, right, in society today, you know what premeditated murder is, or unaliving? Can you explain that to me?
It's where you think about unaliving or harming someone and plan it out and then act on it.
Right. And a lot of times there are people out there who act on violence, act on harm towards people and don't even have a genuine reason behind it. Okay? And a lot of times it can be because of jealousy. It could be because, you feel like this person might be better than you. And a lot of times that person just might be better than you because your action shows that they are better than you, right? But now, some people, because of that, instead of, having all of these demons and thoughts in their heads about what the other person might be, how they're affecting their life, they decide, you know what, man, I don't like that brother, man, I don't like that sister, because that brother and sister think that they are that, they are this. Well, maybe that's not the case. Maybe this brother or sister just has a level of confidence that you haven't achieved yet.
Right.
And maybe you can. If only you would just go talk to that brother and find out what that brother is doing to, make his life great in the way that he is. Maybe this brother, just closed in a house. Maybe this brother just, got a great job. Maybe this brother is just living life and has no worries in the world. I mean, there are people in life that are trying to survive. We are all trying to survive. And we're not thinking about necessarily trying to do a one-up on the next person. Some people may be, but not all of us, man. Like I know some people personally who were just extremely envious or jealous of other people for the wrong reasons. And it just shows that, where their mind is at is absolutely disgusting. And no wonder these people don't have the greatest relationships with anybody, even themselves. And I'm going to get to that part. When I just said even themselves, they don't have the greatest relationship as well. There are people that hate themselves, just like they hate others. I want y'all to stay with me on this one, right? Read that one more time from the top.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Yeah, you are going to be in danger of the judgment, man. If you are to be upset with anybody, you got to have a genuine reason behind it.
That's right.
You can't just be mad at them because of something that you made up in your own mind. Something that was not real, something that did not happen. Some people create scenarios and things in their head that are not real. If you're going to say anything, if you're going to do anything, you better have a good damn reason behind it.
That's right.
Otherwise, you are going to be in trouble and you are going to, receive a judgment. You are going to be in danger of the judgment. So, for example, right, in council, when a brother or a sister or vice versa goes into a council, there is someone that is pretty much the council is being had because an offense happened, and we have to get to the bottom, to the root of what happened in the situation. And sometimes you will have witnesses, people who witnessed this situation happen. It's not always physical, it's not always violent, but it can be something that someone said or did. You know what I mean? And now with that, we have to get to the bottom of what happened and why it happened. And then how do we move on from this situation? Now, within all of that, being figured out, if it's found out that you did not have a genuine reason behind what happened, you are going to find yourself in a terrible situation. You can get fined. You can be kicked out because, once again, we are in an Israelite school, UPK. We live in a house that you are able to get kicked out of. All right? We don't accept nonsense. We don't accept abuse from one another. If you do something wrong to a brother or a sister, you have to be punished. It's only right. You have to be held accountable. Otherwise, you are going to show the example that we can all hurt each other, when that's not what we do here. We do not have the business of harming one another. You may have learned that growing up in your household, but not in here.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to stop. We're trying to stop the constant domestic violence.
That's right.
We're trying to stop the backbiting and the gossiping. We're putting an end to all the dangerous ways that we hurt each other. And a lot of time that comes from our captivity. Little do you know. Keep going.
All right. Judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be.
So like it's Rakah.
Oh, Raka. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah.
So Rakah is like saying like it's a disrespectful insult. It's like okay, in some sense, like if you call somebody a fool, like fool meaning that they are just like completely stupid or dumb, or like a fool in the sense of like, you know, God is not with them, or you know, like I'll give you something in modern times. Like if you call somebody like I don't know, like you know how devils call Black and Hispanic, like, you know, racial slurs. It's like, you dumb mother effer. You know what I mean? It's like you a no good ass Negro or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You try to say something at the bottom of the barrel to really get under their skin. So if you say something like Rakah, a deep rooted insult, or just an insult to a brother to offend somebody, keep going.
And say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council.
Right. Once again, you have to learn how to watch your mouth. You can be angry all you want. The Bible does say you can be angry and sin not. But in that anger, you better choose your words wisely. And I understand. We've all said things that we truly don't mean in anger. You know what I mean? Right. But however, you got to be careful, because the things that you say and the things you do can get you in trouble. And that's something that no one really has to teach you. Why is that? Because we see it in our everyday life. But like how many times do we watch videos or see on the news of Black and Hispanic people being so surprised that they got locked up, that they got arrested behind something that they say? Understand that Esau has made it a way to where in his law book, the things that you say can incriminate you. That's why they low-key tell you when they are reading you your rights, you should be quiet. And ISUPK, if you get arrested, shut your mouth. Don't say much. Just be quiet. Shut the hell up. That's it. Go to jail, get charged, and we will figure out the rest later. Right? That's that. You don't have to say too much. You ain't got to say, oh, this not my vehicle. Oh, this is, you know, oh, that wasn't my drugs. And oh, you know, just look. Just go to jail, get charged. We will work it out later. Keep going.
But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
That's the part I was talking about. So like, read that one more time. My apologies.
That's right. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Right. To call somebody a fool is like saying, like, you are a man without God. God is not with you. Like you are absolutely just, you know, the word that's very sensitive. It's like, you know, calling somebody mentally challenged. You know, so we say mentally challenged today, but it's like retarded. Like, you are completely stupid. You know what I mean? And look, I'm gonna tell you, there's a time and a place to call somebody that. Because there are people very much in this world who do not have a mind, who do not have a conscience or common sense. And I mean, well, I'll tell you what, Donald Trump for sure is going to be a mentally challenged individual. Because the things that come out of his mouth are not even, sometimes even coherent. It doesn't add up to anything but nonsense. You know what I mean? He's like an unlearned child. Okay? Is that it on that?
Yeah, that's the end of 22.
Okay, so again, learn how to watch your mouth. Watching your mouth is something that you have to practice. The Bible speaks about, I believe in the book of James or Proverbs, where it says that you have to learn how to bridle your tongue. Bridle your tongue means that you have to control it. You might be itching to want to say something. You might be itching to want to, you know, say this and say that, but you gotta learn how to be quiet sometimes. You are more wise when you just are quiet and you listen. That's a precept in the Bible too. All right? You don't want to just run your mouth all the goddamn time, because, you know, a demon can definitely play on that. And you say the wrong thing, and now this person, that person have an altercation with each other. They, you know, like everything doesn't need to be said. And for those on social media, everything does not need to be posted. No one has to know about every thought that's in your head. No one needs to know everything that you're doing in every minute of every hour on the clock. Sometimes it's better just to be in silence. Like I was just talking to the camp leader, and he was just like, you know, sometimes when I drive, I drive a certain distance, and within that distance, it's I don't turn on the music because I like to focus, and just I like to be in the car in silence, which is not bad, because you know what, when I find myself doing that, I remember all the orders that I gotta take care of. Because sometimes I be listening to my damn music driving, and I forget everything out, not everything, but I forget the most important things I need to do for the day. And also too, being in silence is good. Like mentally, it should be good to be in some type of silence for a time. I ain't saying forever for the rest of your life, but you don't have to speak all the goddamn time. You don't have to say what's always on your mind. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Me growing up in ISUPK, I'm gonna tell you something. I came to this school as a child. I talk too damn much. You know what I mean? Sometimes to this day, people be asking me like, why are you so quiet? I ain't got nothing to say. But now I speak with intentions.
That's right.
Unless we, in a carnal type of conversation about a TV show, a game, or just something like that. But otherwise, I'm just quiet. I'm kind of reserved to myself. I'm more watching than talking and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But to a certain extent, you want to be careful of what you say out of your mouth. When you do speak, you want to speak with seasoning in your lips, in your speech. Okay? Is that it on that?
Yeah, that's it on that.
All right. Let's drop that. Let's get don't want that. Let's get 1 John chapter 4 verse 20. Okay. Hey, shalom, Lord Christ to everybody that's watching as well on Facebook and YouTube. If y'all could share the content. If you believe that somebody should see this, should watch this, especially with everything going on in the earth, even if they don't believe in what the Israelites believe, still share it to them. You share them every other video. You show them all the fights online. You show them all the comedic videos and women shaking their behind and everything else, right? Why don't you share them this video? And maybe they can get their life together. Maybe it will spark some conversations, and maybe they can actually stop, being the sinner that they are. Maybe stop the drugs. Maybe get a motivation to be a better father or a better mother. Maybe in hopes of them not to celebrate Easter that's coming up. Go ahead.
You said it was 1 John.
Yeah, 1 John 4 and 20. Yeah, come on. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, you got it.
All right. This is 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
So I want you to read that one more time.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Right. So if a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. Keep going.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen?
Right. So the thing, now the reason why I bring this scripture out is because of this, right? In these days and times, people are calling on God or any God that they believe that's out there, but it's really only one true God, and that's going to be the Most High, Yahweh. It's his name, right? But Allah and the East Indian God, the Arab God, and all that other stuff is nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found, right? But the Most High God is truly where everybody is calling on him because of the terrible times that we are in, and it's only going to get worse. But however, if you say that you love the Most High and that you are tired of what's going on and you don't want to be affected, right? if you use the Most High in conversation at all, in the sense of saying that you love him for whatever reason, right? But you hate that man, that woman, that child that looks like you and I, that is of your community, of your family, who is your neighbor. And let me make it very specific, right? So this is not a broad thing. I'm only speaking to so-called African-American Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, North American Native Indians. That's who I'm speaking to only. That's the audience, just so we make that clear. This is not for everyone. This is for a certain demographic of a group of people, right? So, Salaki, read that one more time.
Verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
For any of you that say that you love God with all your heart and all your understanding and this, that, and the third, but you hate your brother, you hate your sister, you are a liar. And why is that? Keep going.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he hath not seen?
That is an absolute deep-rooted cut. Like right now, a lot of people are bleeding or should be bleeding when they hear this, because you pastors, you are all you people in the congregation, majority of you, you say that you love God, but you are beefing with the same people right next to you, literally. I mean, man, I recall being a child and going to one of my family members' church and knowing all the business, everyone's situations, right? Everyone's offenses and conflicts with one another. But yet y'all say, y'all sit up here, dance and shout and have the Holy Spirit, so you say, but really are possessed with demons, and say that you love God, but you got an issue with, sister so-and-so, brother, on a tambourine, and deacon, whoever. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, somebody is lying. And this tells us who is lying. Because the person that says that they love God, but they hate their brother, they are a liar. That's what we do know. So now we see who you are, for which you are. You are a liar. And not only do you not love God, who you have not seen, but you don't love your brother, who you do see every day, all the time.
That's right.
Keep going.
21. And this commandment have we from him.
Oh, you said 21?
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Read that again.
Verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
Right. Now, this is a commandment. A commandment is an order. Like when you are in the military or any type of, if you are in the military of any sorts, right, you have what is called a commander. A commander is someone that gives you directions, but it's orders. A commander gives orders, and within those orders, you have to follow it. But these commandments have to be followed.
That's right.
And read it one more time. What does it say?
And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
Right. You have no choice. You have to do this. That he who loveth God love his brother also. And the thing is this, right? The reason why this is the way it is because the Most High made all of us to be one body. How can we be on one accord? How can we be a people if we hate each other? We are not going to be a people. We are not going to be God's chosen, because in everyday life, we are going to be divided. Your light skins and your dark skins, and, tall, short, rich, poor. Like, none of that should come in between of our unity amongst each other.
That's right.
The only unity that we should always fight for is within our own nation.
That's right.
Not with every race of people, not with every groups of people. The only unity that should be fought for is within you and that brother that has an issue in your neighborhood. You and that sister that shared the same man. You and that brother who had an issue 15 years ago that's dead and gone. Like, that's something that you should fight for. You should fight to build a relationship versus trying to destroy it. All right? That's what should be done. All right? I pray you understand. Let's drop that. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let me see. We got that. Yeah, I got to the point of that. Let me see. Okay, give me John chapter 13 and 34. So you know how we got 1 John, 2nd, and then you got John. Just John by himself, which are all different people, by the way. All right. Again, if anybody has any questions or concerns, please type it into the chat. All right. We are not the Christian church. We do answer questions. And, John 13 and 34. And let me get that too on the screen. All right. Boom, boom. Okay. All right. You got it. Go ahead.
All right. This is John 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
Read the part again where it says a new commandment.
A new commandment I give unto you.
Stop right there. Now, the reason why, okay, understand that when it says a new commandment that I give unto you, understand that this is not new at all, right? The reason why it's saying a new commandment I give unto you, because one thing that Christ knew, and one thing that the disciples knew, or I'm sorry, better yet, one thing that the Most High knew, right, is that we would forget. Just like right now, a lot of people like black, so-called, African Americans and Latinos don't know that they are family.
That's right.
How do we know? Because there's confrontations amongst them too. There's conversations amongst black and black, brown and brown, so on and so forth, right? But we are family.
Right.
There's 12 tribes of us. Hey, it's 12 tribes of us, but we don't know that we are related. We don't know that we are family, but yet we look at each other as if we are a different people from one another, which we are not. We are 12 different tribes, but we share the same blood. We share the same 4 mothers and 4 fathers, okay? And we share, more than anything, we share the same power, which is the Most High God, okay? Read it one more time.
34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
Right. So ye have, so it's like that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. What does that mean?
Love each other how I loved you, basically. And
Okay. Well,
yeah. I mean, like,
how do you break that down?
Love your brother and love your sister how I've loved you, or how I've showed you love. Like, give to them as I've gifted to you.
Okay, and now who is that person that has done that for us first? Who is the person that's telling us this?
God. Yahweh.
You said who?
Yahweh.
Say that one more time?
Yahweh.
Yahweh. I thought you said something totally different. I had to make sure I heard what you said.
I said Yahweh.
Okay, damn right. All right, no sweat. Come. But and also too, yeah, because the Most High, and also to Christ. Now, Christ was Christ is a representation of the Most High, as far as the orders that was given to us, the commandments, the laws, statutes that was given to us. Christ is the complete and greatest example that there is of what it means to be someone that loves yourself. Love your brother as yourself. Meaning this, right? If you love yourself so much, would you harm yourself?
No.
So why would you harm that brother? Why would you harm that sister?
Shouldn't.
You get that idea?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you truly love yourself and you love this brother, if you wouldn't do that thing that you did to that brother to yourself, then that tells you everything that you need to know. But however, if you would unalive somebody that looks just like you, if you would decide to choose a woman or a man outside of the race that do not look like you, that says a lot. Like what a lot of people don't understand is that these laws, statutes, and commandments, when you observe them, when you dissect it and get the true spirit of what it's talking about, it really cuts deep. It really shapes your life. It really shapes who you should be, how you should be, and who your people are, so to speak, right? There's so many layers to it in a nutshell. So again, if you love yourself, if you love your brother as yourself, you would not, the things that you won't do to them, you should not do to yourself, and vice versa.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So the moment that you think of, you know what, man, F this nigga. I'm finna unalive him because he stepped on my shoe. Like damn, like just because he stepped on your shoe? Like, come on. But now, however, there are people out there that truly don't love themselves. And because they don't love themselves, they would do anything evil to others. It makes sense. There are people that live a destructive lifestyle. And you know what a great example of that would be? Drug addiction. Mm-hmm. Alcoholism is another one too. A lot of people really don't think about it. But that's it. You're self-afflicting yourself when you get high. You're self-afflicting yourself when you constantly, getting drunk, on the verge of dehydration. You need a damn IV bag. You gotta go to the hospital. You wanna drink and drive. You wanna sleep around with whores because of the thrill, the fun of it. And now you got every disease known to man that you can't, that you might get rid of, but you may not get rid of. Now you're playing Russian roulette with your body, with your health, with your life. Oh, now you want to be a part of the alternative lifestyle community, or I like to call it the ABC community, because at this point they don't know which goddamn letter they want to be.
Right. There's
so many of them, which lets you know that's even more of a rabbit hole. Pause on the whole part, but it's more of a trickle down effect is the best way I can say it, of just mental illness, mental disorders, just insanity when it comes to that community. That's self-hatred. That's hatred. You hate yourself so much. You know what I mean? Okay, you say out of your own mouth that you love everybody. It's about love. It's about, you can't help who you love. And y'all want to be careful with that too, because pedophiles say that.
That's right.
Oh, I just can't help who I love. I'm a 40-year-old man, but I identify myself as a 10-year-old child to this child that you like. That's insane.
Sick.
Very sick. But yet you say that you love everybody, but you're hurting yourself. So first, you need to make sure that you are loving yourself in a way that is not harmful. And how do you love yourself? What class are we in today?
ISUPK.
ISUPK class, but what is Tuesday class?
Brotherhood class. Brotherhood
class, right? And with Brotherhood, you would learn how to love yourself and others, and in multiple ways. Where it like love, like brotherhood and sisterhood is ultimately the way that we deal with each other, but it protects us. It keeps our bond strong. To where, a situation that may come up, it doesn't break our bond. Someone accidentally destroyed your property, no sweat. What I would do is I'm going to take care of it. Somebody accidentally, damaged my car, no sweat. I will get it fixed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there are rules on how we do this. We're not just doing it off of the fly. Like we have rules and instructions on how to be with one another. Any situation that you can think of, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever. we have a way to fix any issue that we may have with one another. But I'll tell you what, hitting each other, unaliving each other, talking bad about one another is how it keeps it from being fixed. If we continue that, we're always going to hate each other. And then guess what? You are going to do it to yourself. All right? I digress. Is that it on that? That verse 21, right?
That was 34.
I'm sorry, 34. Read 35, please.
Verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
Say that one more time.
By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
I'm sorry. Read 34 again. Salaki, my bad.
34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
Right. So if we do exactly what the Most High in Christ told us to do, which is to love one another, just like he has loved us, then that's how we know that we are his family. We are his disciples. We are his friends. You know what I mean? Because we do exactly what he says. If you are going opposite of this based on what you think and what you feel, you are not family. You are not a friend. You are not a disciple of the Most High. That goes for all you brothers and sisters out there, especially in the church, man. Y'all think y'all know something. Y'all don't know a goddamn thing. And that's the problem. You have to be taught again. That's what the book says. That's what the book of Hebrews, the 5th chapter, says. You have to learn how to be taught again. Because you think you know something you don't.
Right?
You are a smart dummy. That's what I like to call you. You're so wise that you're just so immature in your understanding and your wisdom. And you are a baby, little do you know, that needs to relearn everything when it comes to life in general.
Right?
You need to learn how to know what to eat. Like to this day, you have to teach people who are older than me and you what to eat and what not to eat, according to the Bible. You have to tell people to this day what you should and should not do concerning a woman, concerning a man. You have to tell people who to sleep with and who not to sleep with. You got to tell people that they need to put down substances. They have to put down drugs. And they argue with you. They fight you. They want to actually try to harm you. Good night. Anyway, let's drop that real quick. I do want to answer a couple of questions. I see I got a question here. Let me see. The brother said, how do you deal with a person that you think is a criminal insane? So are you saying how do you deal with somebody that is like mentally unstable? Is that your question? Type a yes in the comments if that's your question. All right. Otherwise, let's go to the next one. Let me see. It's like you too out?
Yeah, I was looking at the chat.
Oh no, you too out. Let me see. Boom. Okay, I kind of do want to get off this topic just a little bit because I know we got a little bit of time. Okay, all right. Let's switch the topic for a little bit. I did mention that we are going to get into or a few different topics here. All right. Boom. Let me see. Okay, so the brother said, yeah. So what I want you to get is Ezra, the 4th chapter, verse 1. All right, so the brother's question again. So he says, yes, right? How do you deal with a person that is mentally unstable? Well, okay, you have to have something called boundaries, right? And with boundaries, if you know somebody is mentally unstable, meaning that, I'm trying to give a great example. All right, I'll give one. If you're dealing with somebody, for example, who has anger issues, who is like a ticking time bomb. So Ezra should be like, I believe, in the first the Old Testament, I believe. It's Ezra. Ezra.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, yeah, 4 and 1. Yeah. So if you're dealing with somebody who's considered to be like a ticking time bomb, right? Who blows up with any little thing that pisses them off, that's somebody that you might want to stay around. And really how to deal with somebody who has any type of major issue. Like because not everybody who is mentally unstable is a danger. You have some people who may have, depression, anxiety, and they may take medication for it. You got some people who, might be bipolar, but it's not always a immediate threat per se, if that makes sense. You got some people who are mentally unstable where it can always be a immediate threat to your well-being, their well-being, etc. Okay. However, you want to be very mindful of what you are doing with this person. I would say never put too much trust as far as your children. Don't let nobody mentally unstable watch your children. Don't let nobody mentally unstable take control of your house, your valuables and stuff like that. Like, you want to weigh your options. You want to be considerate of this person and what you do with them business wise or just personally. But however, when it comes to them being a immediate threat, you just want to cut all ties a lot of times, right? There are certain family members of mine that I may talk to over the phone. They may message me on social media every once in a blue moon, right? But I'm not around them often at all. I probably won't see them for years. Or if I do see them, it's in passing. Because I know the way of life that they live and I know what to expect. So I don't surround myself with that. And understand, because a lot of people should understand this, right? You being in the UPK, don't get it twisted. The Most High will definitely protect you if you're doing your part. All right? You could definitely be in the UPK and serve the Most High. That's all great. That's wonderful. But do not ever think that if you put yourself in a situation where you are around people in the world and that nothing can't happen to you, it can happen to you. Bullets, I understand, a situation where bullets don't have a name. That bullet can hit you just like it can hit that person right next to you. Or it can miss the person right next to you and hit you instead. So you want to be very careful. You want to consider whoever you're dealing with, not just mentally unstable, but people in general. It's better that you surround yourself with people that are men or women of the Lord. That's it. Look, when I go see my family members out, you know what I mean? I spend at least maybe 30 minutes to an hour, then I'm out. Because I know them so well, once I start to hear a little bit of the arguing, and once I start to see the bottles get, emptier and emptier, I get out of there. I get out of there because I know what's about to happen. So-and-so is about to crack it off and get the fight. It's going to be WWE in this bitch. Selassie. It's going to be Monday, SmackDown, Raw, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Like they about to flip the house upside down. They are going to be Hulk versus Thanos and throw everything in the whole community just at each other. So again, pick and choose who you deal with, but I will be very careful. There are some people that you can actually be around that are not in the UPK and they don't tie themselves into a lot of different things, but still be careful, be mindful. Sometimes you might live with these people, so you can't avoid them. And also too, I would say specifically, you should get counsel based on a certain situation, because something like, I'm speaking more in general. Okay. Hopefully I answered your question. All right. But let's go ahead and get that. I want to finish this off.
This is Ezra, chapter 4, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Now, when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord God of Israel.
Wait, hold on, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna give a backstory, and then I'm gonna dive into that. Just give me 1 second. Put it on the screen. All right. So all right. This is Ezra, the 4th chapter, right? Ezra and Esdras, right? Ezra and Esdras. and the Apocrypha are the same person. The reason why the names are different is because understand that the Old Testament and the New Testament was a different translation, meaning it was translated into a different language than the Apocrypha. Okay, and these are like all these books were not written at the same time at all. Right. Okay, these are years and years and years apart that these books were collected and called the Bible. All right. At first, we had like the Dead Sea Scrolls, and we only had the Old Testament at one time. Now we have the New Testament, and boom, put it together. Now we have the Apocrypha. So it's all a collection of books. Okay, but it's different transliterations, stuff like that. But however, this is Ezra giving the account of Judah and Benjamin being in captivity, and in captivity, there were heathens that wanted to pretty much join them. But let's see how that goes. So read it from the top again.
All right. Ezra chapter 4, verse 1. Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord God of Israel.
Now, I do want to say this, right? You can go to verse 2 in a second. When it says now when the adversaries, the word adversaries means enemies, or adversary means enemy. Right, so we know that Judah is the tribe of the Negroes. We know that Benjamin is the tribe of the West Indians. All right, and so Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity the adversaries heard that Judah and Benjamin pretty much was building, a temple unto the Most High, who is the God of Israel. Now that's very specific because this lets you know who the people are, which is Judah and Benjamin, and who they were building this temple for, which is the God of Israel, the Most High Yahweh. Keep going.
Verse 2. Then they came to, how do you pronounce it?
Zerubbabel.
All right. Verse 2. Then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your God, as ye do.
Good night. These heathens came and said to the chief fathers, to the chief fathers, and they pretty much said to Israel, look, let us build with you, let us join you. Now these are heathens. Let us build with you and build with your God. Keep going.
As ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the day of Esarhaddon.
Yeah,
king of Assur, which brought us up hither.
Now, once again, understand this, right? That's what devils do right now. This situation right here that's happening in this 4th chapter of Ezra is no different than Christopher Columbus when he came to the native Indians. It was the same type of talk, man. Like he was trying to, he was trying to get underneath them to understand how they survived, how they were thriving. And because Gad did not really know that Christopher Columbus and his men were the enemy, they didn't see them as the enemy, they let them, be around them, let them live for a time, taught them how to survive, how to live on the land. And that's what happened. And once the enemy learned that, they destroyed them. They destroyed the native Indians. All right, keep going.
Verse 3. But Zerubbabel and Joshua.
And
Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God.
Right. Look, the heathens got checked. Like, look, man, you say that you want to come over here, you want to build with us, and you want to make sacrifices unto our God. Look, man, like these brothers caught it like they checked it at the door, because he said, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God, meaning that this is not your intentions. You are not here to build with our God. You are here for your own agenda, your own agenda, right. Your own reason. It's not for the reason that we are doing it.
Right.
And they also knew too that, look, only the children of Israel can build for the Most High. The heathen can't build a goddamn thing. A builder can't do nothing as far as any sacrifice, anything honorary to the Most High, because they are not children of the Lord.
Right.
That's that. Keep going.
But we ourselves together will build unto the Lord God of Israel.
Right. So instead of you trying to build with us, but you are not trying to build with us, you liar, you devil, you deceiver. However, we as God's chosen, we are going to build to our God, the Most High, Yahweh. Keep going.
As King Cyrus, the king of Persia, hath commanded us.
Keep going. Verse 4.
Verse 4. Then the people of the land weakening the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building.
Now, what does that mean? Now they started to put the pressure on them. Now they started to, oppress them. Make it hard for them. It's no different than what's happening today. The moment that black and brown do anything in support of their community, here comes the devil to try to gentrify it, to bring it down. Like just a second ago, Trump was erasing everything related to Black history before Black History Month even happened this year.
Right.
All last year, he just kept taking, these big statues that represent Black people, anything that said Black excellence, so to speak, anything that represent Black people in a good light, Donald Trump took it down. All right. He took it down. It's like a Black person Black and brown people can't even have a identity without a devil, without the enemies having something to say about it in a negative way. Like, you can't tell me that we are not in hell. We are not in oppression. That's why, again, with brotherhood, like brotherhood and sisterhood is the only thing that's going to get us out of this captivity. And you may be thinking and asking yourself, like, what the hell is this little boy talking about? What is this man talking about? What you mean brotherhood and sisterhood is gonna get us out of this captivity? Like, I'm telling you, if we can put all our problems to the side and work together in a way that has never been seen before, Christ will be on his way with those angels. The Most High will send Christ and those angels here in the blink of a goddamn eye. And how do we know that it's possible? Because it happened in Egypt. We are about to celebrate what happened in Egypt on the 4th of April.
That's right.
It's called the Passover. Next week. Like, the Most High destroyed our enemies and we were delivered out of our captivity, out of hell. Like, hell is not a place that you go to. You're already there.
Right.
It's called the South Side and the North Side of Minneapolis. It's called Chicago, Detroit. It's called Harlem, New York, the Bronx. It's called you living in that house with the rats and roaches and with a dragon in your bedroom. Like you talking about monsters and hell and someone with a pitchfork, devil horns. Donald Trump. The person at your job, who's constantly micromanaging you. You are in hell. You don't have to go to hell. You are already there. But however, we are fighting for our kingdom. In order to fight for our kingdom, we have to change our ways.
That's right.
Understand that what you do in your life affects all of Israel. You're not an individual. If you are smoking, if you are getting high in any way, fashion, or form, you are the problem. If you are in any religion, as far as Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and all these other random ones that keep popping up, you are the problem. That's why when these devils, when these heathens approached Judah and Benjamin and they denied them, that should be our response. That's what we should do. We have to deny whatever they are trying to offer us, because it's not for the intention that you may think. It's not the right intention. It's for the wrong intentions. Okay? They came to Judah and Benjamin and said, we want to build with your God. And in response, Judah and Benjamin said, no, that's not what it is. In a nutshell, I'm just making it more modern. In a nutshell, he said, no, that's not what you want to do. And they denied them at the door. And that's what we're going to do at the Passover. Only black and brown is allowed. And when I say black and brown, I'm only speaking about the 12 tribes that are so-called Black, Latino, and North American Indian. We can care less about your goddamn skin complexion, because skin complexion does not determine who you are. You are the seed of your father, not the color of your father. Understand that in Israel, we have people that look very white, or so-called white, or very dark, like an African. I mean, there are brothers and sisters in general in this earth. I'm not saying in the UPK, but even that, there are brothers and sisters who can be any shade, and we see it all the time. Okay, you have dark and light of any tribe. Once again, we cannot be colorist. Colorism is you looking at the skin complexion, but not looking at the seed, meaning like where they come from. All right, who are they of the? I mean, like the seed of the father is what I meant to say. You know what I mean? We're not looking at skin complexion. I can give a damn less. Like I know a brother right now, man. I know a brother in the world that I grew up with. A lot of people think that he's white. He looks white, but both of his parents are niggas, which lets you know again, like they took a test and everything. This boy child came out his mother's womb, and the father and the mother had been together all day life. They took a test, and that man is absolutely the father. Again, you cannot get hung up on skin complexion. But I digress. So, like I said, we have to stop all this at the door. We have to stop accepting offers from the heathens, because that's what's going to destroy us. Like that's how we get overthrown. That's right. So read verse 3 again, if you could.
Verse 3. But Zerubbabel and Joshua.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God.
Right. You are a goddamn lie. You don't want to build with us for the purpose of our God. Stop lying. Keep going.
But we ourselves will build unto the Lord God of Israel. As King Cyrus, the king of Persia, hath commanded us.
Right. Keep going. Now, mind you, the king of Persia told Israel to build a temple for their God. But meanwhile, the other heathens wanted to say, like, hey, let's build with you as well. No. Nobody else should not build with Israel but Israelites. That's it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The moment that you let an outsider in, the whole thing is going to be brought to the ground. Now, the moment that we let Africans in here, Chinese in here, Japanese, Arabs, white people, yuck. The moment that we let them in here, this is no longer going to be a house, of black and brown, 12 tribes. Now everybody is welcome. It's not going to be God's chosen people in here. It's going to be everybody's people in here. And we can't have that.
That's right.
We can't allow them in our family. We've done that too much. All right. Like they are not invited to the cookout. They are not invited to the Passover. They are not invited to anything concerning us and ours. And I pray you understand. Leave all the pets at the door. All right. Now, if you have a white wife and, white relatives, they are not allowed. And that's that. That's how it goes. And you want to know why? Because the Lord said it. And we do everything that comes out of the Bible. And you want to know what? It fits. It works. All right. Keep going.
Verse 4. Then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building. Verse 5. and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius, king of Persia.
Right, and I think I'm gonna have you start right there. Let me see. So yeah. So that's the point of that, right? So that's the point of that. So what happened was, long story short, the heathens made it more harder for us to build, to do what we have to do for the Most High. Again, like it's no different than Egypt. In Egypt, man, we saw what happened. Like Pharaoh was making our job harder than what it already was. Like the labor was getting more harsh, and the punishment was getting more harsh. You saw what Moses did, man. Moses had to put his hands on a live Egyptian behind his brother. Moses had to fight against Pharaoh and go back and forth with the Most High, getting checked constantly about how to deal with this tyrant in order, for the purpose of Israel to be, free. And eventually, man, it got to a point where Pharaoh did not let up, so the Most High had to show his power and destroy him, which is going to happen to our oppressor today. All right. There are 1,000 more precepts that I would like to get into, but I think I want to close it out with two of them. Let me see. Let's get Romans chapter 13, verse 11. Baba Fashad. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. This is probably one of my favorite precepts. Okay. And also too, again, if you are watching, man, make sure to share the content. Don't be a stranger. All right. Yeah, Romans 13 and 11. And let me get that on the screen too as well. Let me see. You almost there?
Yeah.
No sweat. All right. All right. By the way, if nobody don't know, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. If anybody has forgot. Okay. You got it?
Verse 13, verse 11.
Yep, you got it. Chapter 13, verse 11.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Now let's slow this down, right? With everything going on in the earth today, this precept is going to be very, very relevant for a very long time until Christ returns. Read it one more time.
Verse 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep.
Right now is the time to wake the hell up. We always have this term talking about, oh, y'all sleep. Y'all need to, stay woke or be woke. Well, even those so-called people who say that they are woke already are very much asleep, because I don't hear them talking. I don't hear the Christian church speaking about the wars. They still speaking about love, money, and prosperity, which their version is not going to help in this situation in these days and times where we have to wake the hell up. Now, in order to wake the hell up, you have to get out of the churches.
That's right.
The churches is why you are asleep and not awake. You are in a deep goddamn sleep. You are in a coma right now because you can't see what's happening around you. If you are somebody that is afraid, that is worried about what's happening right now, you should start asking the right questions, which is, how am I going to protect my family?
That's right.
How am I going to protect myself? Better yet, what do I need to do in order to protect myself? What should I be doing? What should I not be doing? Well, I'm going to make a general statement right now, but you can always call us for counsel to get the help that you need. But however, we are going to have to see something in return when we give you this help. And it's not money. It's not what the church wants. We need you to put in the work. We need you to give your life to the Most High, because you spent your 30 years plus in the church giving your life to no God.
That's
to
right.
Satan. That's who you gave it to.
Right.
But however, if we give you any type of help, man, you better do right by serving the Lord. That's the best thing that you can do for a brother or a sister. As a gift, man, serve the Most High. In return, it's time to wake up your people the right way. That's the best thing that you can give a brother, man, is being in the truth. And stop being in a goddamn lie. That church is a lie. That's why we call it the house of Satan. Understand that the word devil means liar or deceiver. And that's what you are in. That's what you are a part of. And sooner or later, if you continue in those lies in that church, you are going to die behind it. You think that you're going to see Jesus. Christ is coming to you to unalive you. He says, I come with the sword, not for peace. I mean, so you waiting on Jesus for what? I mean, you better try to run. Or if you, I mean, even that, even avoid running, you better just get right. Because if you see Christ, you better hope he gives you a compliment. And that way your head is not off your shoulders. Because Christ is not he's not a goddamn Care Bear. He's not someone that's going to kiss and hug you. You are disgusting. He's not that type of guy. Like that sounds like a homosexual. I'm sorry, he's not a guy, my bad. He's not that type of person. But y'all look for this white Jesus that is not Christ at all. This white homosexual Jesus that is not Yahweh Shai. And because of that, y'all are going to be sadly mistaken when that time comes, man. All right, so I digress again. Just read it from the top.
Verse 11. And that knowing the time, knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep.
Right, like right now it's the time to awake out of sleep. You have to awake out of sleep right now. Because the longer that you are asleep, your time is running out. I mean, honestly, I tell people all the time, you don't have time. You don't have it because any moment, at any time, this can all end. Then when it does end, were you prepared? How did you live your life? Was it all, does it go all down the drain? I would hate to know the truth and not take hold of it. Because now I can't blame nobody but myself. Because someone told me what this Bible was all about in a way that the Christian church never showed me.
That's right.
I found out that our captivity was in the Bible. I found out this book was about me. It was about my people. And I found a way where this Bible can answer all my questions and all my people's questions. And that there's a way to not be a partaker in this destruction that's going to come in America, that's going to come all over this entire earth. I don't want to be a person where I live my life doing nothing. If I died, God forbid, anytime soon, if I were to lose my life, I want to make sure that I lost my life serving the Most High.
That's right.
Serving the Most High in Christ, living up to the expectations that I was commanded.
That's right.
Otherwise, what the hell are we doing? Like you don't want to play around with your life. Otherwise, you will find it very soon. And it's not going to be good for you. I mean, I do understand this though, right? There are things in life that are very enticing. It looks very good. I mean, it might look fun to want to be to do drugs, the parties and stuff like a lot of people think it's fun, it's cool, but it's very damaging. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting others. You are killing or unaliving yourself. You think it's okay to gossip about everybody? I mean, the demon on people that just want to talk about everybody and their mama, including your own mama, and including your children, yourself, and just whatever. You want to talk about the goddamn animals too. like the demon on people that just want to talk, and it holds no weight, but it causes destruction. It breaks up relationships. It causes harm. It causes fights and unaliving and funerals. That's the damage that you do. But what about you being a person that impacts somebody's life to where they get off of drugs, to where they are a better father, a better mother, a better brother, a better sister? They actually got something going on for their life. Like, what about that type of person? That's who you should strive to be. Read that one more time.
Verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Right. So look, with everything going on, our salvation is close. It's right there in your face. It's right. It's like you being on a lake, right? Like, I'll give a great example. I remember being in Detroit for one of the cookouts, a couple of years ago, and I remember looking at the water. It was beautiful, and I'm seeing people just on jet skis and stuff like that, right? You know, at this park, and a brother comes up to me, and in my rib too, Salakia. A brother in my rib was telling me, like, you know, right there, you see that little place over there across the water? That's Canada. I said, no shit. They was like, yeah, that's Canada. I said, ain't no way. I was like, how the hell can we see Canada from Detroit? But I'm like, Canada is above Minnesota. And they were just like, well, you know, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 trying to break it down to me, right? But I was so amazed, like, that's Canada? They was like, yes, it's literally across the water. You can literally drive across the water and boom, you're in Canada. I said, ain't no goddamn way. Like, it was that close. It was amazing. That's how close salvation is. Like, with everything going on, how fast it's happening, that's how close our salvation is of us getting the hell out of here. Now, are we going to a special place? You know, a special location? No. But however, the kingdom, this entire system, the way that we live in this age, in this society, there's going to be a new world. And it's called the kingdom of heaven. You know what I mean? It's going to be hosted by Christ. Because Christ is going to be the one that oversees this place with the 144,000 that's going to be right next to him. That's our salvation. But it's only going to happen if we do exactly what Romans is going to tell us. Go ahead.
You want me to read 11 or
12? Yeah, you got it.
Verse 12. The night is far spent.
The night is what?
Far spent.
Yeah, the night is far spent. Keep going.
The day is at hand.
Uh-huh.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
That's what we have to do. In order for us to have the salvation, in order for us to have this kingdom to where there's no unaliving, there's no wars, there's no crime amongst each other, we have to cast off the works of darkness. Is it hard? Is it grievous? No, it's not. It's very possible. It's not impossible. It's very possible. I mean, we know what the Bible says. Like for you Christians out there, I can do all things through who?
Christ, who strengthens me.
Right. You know what I mean? Not saying you the Christian, but yeah. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like they say, like, oh, I can do all these things. You right. You can. You very much can. You can stop being a whore. You can stop being a LGBT person. And with every disease, with every sickness, there is some type of way to help that. There's some type of medication. The ISUPK has the medication for every goddamn thing. Everything that is wrong with you, every trauma that you have faced, everything that you are going through today, tomorrow, yesterday, we have the solution for it. Keep going.
And let us put on the armor of light.
Let us put on the armor of what?
The armor of light.
Yeah, let us put on the armor of light. What is the armor of light? It's going to be the law, statutes, and commandments. And what does the law, statutes, and commandments say? There are lots, but I'll give it to you in a nutshell. Love thy brother as thyself. Let's stay on topic. If you were in class earlier, that's the light. Loving your brother as yourself. You love your brother so much, and you love yourself so much that you will never put any type of smoke inside of your body. You won't do drugs, nor convince or influence others to do so. You will not allow yourself to be prostituted or your children. You won't allow that. Holidays, birthdays, when you truly get to the bottom of what these days are all about, you won't allow nobody else to do it that you love, and you won't allow yourself to do it. You want to mark your body with tattoos when that's not our culture? You shouldn't let nobody else do that either if you love them. If you truly love your people as you love yourself, you will not introduce another God outside of the Most High Yahweh.
That's right.
I mean, I'll get out of hand. I mean, yeah. You know what I mean? So keep going. I mean, that's what I would do. I don't know about you, but that's what I would do. Because I love somebody so much, I would not put them in a situation where it harms them. I would do my best. I may make a error, because one thing about men, we do make errors. But with this Bible, we avoid them as much as possible. All right? I will not introduce you to another God outside of the God of Israel. I will not introduce you to anything that's going to put you in harm's way, if I can help it. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rotting.
Now in what? It's rioting.
Oh, sorry.
No sweat.
Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness.
Right. Let us walk honestly. Like, come on. Like one thing about us as a people, we have to be upfront. We have to be straightforward. Let us walk honestly, and as in a day, not in rioting. We cannot be in the streets and riot for every goddamn reason and situation, right? I get it. A Black and Hispanic person gets unalive. Rioting the way that we riot in the streets is not a solution-based thing. It's not going to help the cause. Don't you know that our enemies laugh at us? They look at us as just children. Yet they still unalive you. I mean, you would think that rioting, if it's a great number of us, is going to change certain things. I mean, it can have some type of impact, but it's not the immediate solution that's going to change our situation. It's not going to happen. Go ahead.
Like you said earlier, bullets don't have a name.
But bullets don't have names. You know what I mean? And also too, we know with those riots, a lot of people have lost their life that were not the target. You know what I mean? Also too, like when you think about it, right, with the ICE situation, the woman and the man, I forget their names already. Good night. The white man and the white woman that got unalived by ICE. Understand that they weren't technically the immediate targets. They were just, the people that just got caught up in the crossfire. And now they're famous because of their deaths. You know what I mean? But however, again, all the rioting is not going to help our situation. Rioting is not how we get our solutions, our justice. Keep going.
And not in rioting and drunkenness.
And understand that rioting is violent too, by the way. Rioting is not good. The protesting and rioting that's being done today is dangerous. That's why you should not be out there if you truly love yourself and love your family, because you could lose your life. You could end up in prison. You could just end up in a terrible situation. But also too, it said drunkenness. It is a sin to be a drunkard. Paul said in the book of Corinthians that if you are a drunkard, you cannot make it into the kingdom of heaven. I mean, how do you expect someone who's drunk all the time to give you direction and give you order? They can't clearly think straight because they're under the influence. You know what I mean? Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with drinking, but if you are indulging to where it changes your behavior, you have a problem. You are the problem, right? So, with that being said, because in anything in life, the Bible says that you have to be, I'm paraphrasing, you have to be ready to teach. You have to be ready to deal with matters all the time. How can you do that when you are out of your mind all the time? And, you know, St. Patrick's Day just showed everybody's behind, because St. Patrick's Day is March 17th that just passed. It's a holiday of drunkenness and also to unlawful sex that happens. Meaning people are being sexually violated on that day. People are doing all types of drugs and getting drunk. Like it's a white man's holiday. You know, something about the Irish and stuff like that. Like it's for them. That's their nature, to be drunk and high all the time. Keep going.
Not in chambering and wantonness.
Yeah, not in chambering and wantonness. Chambering and wantonness is unlawful things, criminality, and unlawful sex. Lust in a way where it's pedophilia or pedophilic. I think that's the word. All right, whatever. Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, there you go. Jeffrey Epstein activities. There you go. Keep going.
Not in strife and envying.
Yeah, not in strife and envying, man. Like how can we get out of this captivity if we are having strife and envy and malice against one another? We want to hurt each other. We really want to harm each other. Like damn, like the nigga stepped on your shoes 5 years ago. You still mad at him? He creased up your goddamn cheap ass shoes. So what? So what? He said that you was he called you a female dog. Maybe you were acting like one. So now you have to take the nigga's life? For what? Because of words? Come on, man. And based on you unaliving that nigga, I mean, excuse my language, like that shows that you were that female dog. And now you lose your life. Now you're behind bars. And, you know, that's that. Keep going.
Verse 14. But put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make not provisions for the flesh.
Right, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua Christ. Meaning you got to put on the spirit of Christ. And what was Christ's spirit? Brotherhood. Christ's spirit was absolute, complete, 1,000% brotherhood. The way that he dealt with everybody, the way that he lived his life was perfection of the laws, of the statutes and commandments. In a nutshell, brotherhood, discipline, order. That's what we need. With all the examples that the brother just read, those are examples of no brotherhood, no order. All right? No discipline whatsoever. Keep going.
To fulfill the lust thereof.
Read the part where it says make no provision.
And make no provisions for the flesh, to fulfill the lust thereof.
Now, let's look at the word provision. I always forget this word. Let me see. Salaki, hold on. What does it mean to make? Okay.
Want me to get it?
I think I got it. So to make a provision for something, right? To take proactive measures, make arrangements, or prepare for a potential future need, right? So when it says and make not provisions for the flesh, meaning don't do anything to where you are making a way to satisfy your flesh. Like instead you have to fight your flesh. Okay. And the last thing I want to say before we get out of here, Salaki at the time, my apologies, but this will happen again. Lord allow if we can help it. But yeah, we did start off a little late, but they want to finish out pretty strong. Let's stop there and go to 2 Corinthians 10:4, and that's it. So once again, to make no provisions for the flesh, meaning don't satisfy your flesh. Don't do anything that is against that light that said that we are supposed to have. All right, and this is Paul, by the way, who's writing in the book of Romans.
So like you said, first or second?
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. Okay. If we want to get out of this captivity, what we have to do is put on the armor of light and not the other thing around. I mean, the other way around. All right. Let me see. And we're going to close it out with this one. You got it? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Now, let me ask you, what does the word carnal mean in a nutshell? I kind of just said it because of the last scripture. Okay, when the Bible says make no provisions for what?
For sin, borderline.
No, okay. How do we sin?
By not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
Okay, hold on. All right. I don't want to make it broad. Okay, so the last scripture, right, back in Romans, when it said make no provisions for the what?
I just forgot the word.
What is this?
It's all the flesh.
For the flesh, right? So for when it says for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Carnal means, in a nutshell, like carnal is not. Okay, carnal means like physical. I'm just saying like that, right? Carnality is vanity. Okay, so for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, meaning that our weapons against our enemies are not. It's not an actual sword. Our weapons is spiritual, not physical. You know what I mean? And that goes back to Ephesians, I believe the sixth chapter where it says, spiritual wickedness against, principalities of darkness and stuff like that. Like our fight is spiritual wickedness right now, religion. Let's see, the police department, the military, the media, like so on and so forth. Like that is our enemy. But however, weapons that are carnal is not going to, help that, situation. You know what I mean? Like our weapons is the law, statutes, and commandments. It's not a gun. It's not a knife. You know what I mean? Against our enemies. That's why every time devils always say like, oh, if black and brown people want to, get into a war, they are going to lose. Their way of thinking about war is so physical, so hand on hand and weapons. But ours is the Most High. He's our weapon. The Most High God is our weapon. And how we use that weapon is by doing exactly what he says to do, which is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Every time you look in the Bible, anytime that we went to war against another people, we won if the Most High was with us, because he was our weapon. Go ahead.
That ties into where it says the revenge is the Lord's, right?
The revenge, revenge is of the Lord. I'll give you a hand. That's right. That's right. Revenge is of the Lord. That's absolutely right. Because again, like why do we gotta pick up anything to fight this oppressor? Like that's not gonna do anything. It sounds good because if that was the case, we would have already had the kingdom. We would have already had the kingdom by now. Because there are a number of us, although white people outnumber black people, by the way, in earth, in this entire society, all of that, right? We still could have possibly got our kingdom by now. I mean, how many times have we had slave revolts? So many times throughout slavery.
Right.
But yet, we're still in captivity. So that's not the answer. A weapon, of any kind is not carnal. That's going to help our situation. Our obedience to the Lord is what's going to be our weapon. That's going to help us in that situation against our enemies. And that's how we got out of Egypt. And that's how we're going to get out of this captivity. Keep going.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
Now, the strongholds today is going to be your Donald Trumps. The strongholds is going to be like those Jeffrey Epstein people who have the power, all those senators, all those congressmen who have the power to decide if you live or if you die. Those are the strongholds. It's the Jewish man right now who owns all of downtown. He owns all of your media. He owns everything food related. He owns everything. But our strength, our weapon comes through the Most High. Read it one more time from the top.
Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
Right. So our weapon is the Most High in Christ. That's it. Our obedience is what helps us in our defense every time. Because who can come up against the children of Israel when, the Most High is on our side? Nobody. Like exactly, damn right. Because last week on Saturday, I talked about this very same thing because the heathen said, let's not mess with the Israelites or let's not mess with the Hebrews unless God is not with them. They knew what our defense was. It wasn't an AK-47. It wasn't a sniper. It wasn't a hammer. It wasn't a knife. It wasn't any type of physical weapon, but it was the power of our God. That's our defense. That's our weapon. Our weapon is not carnal, but you damn right it is spiritual. And it's going to spiritually destroy this place.
That's right.
And physically as well. Like don't get it twisted. Like, it's going to be real. It's not going to be something that we believe and think is going to actually happen. Go ahead.
It's like when it says, "For God can destroy the soul and the flesh."
And give them a hint. Damn right. Damn right. Yeah, that's it. Like, come on, man. Like that's in the book of Matthew. Yeah, like you should not fear. I believe it says, "Don't fear the one that can kill the body, but fear the one that can kill the body and the soul in hell." Imagine that. Your body and soul in hell, drug addiction. I mean, you are born with they call it fetal alcoholism disease, where the mother she has a baby, but during her pregnancy she was drinking, so it affects the child. It's called fetal alcohol syndrome, something like that. I believe I just said it right. You know what I mean? Hell is being born disabled. Esau can't do that. Only the Most High can do that. Like so that's just many examples. But imagine a world where there's none of that. And that's the kingdom. So once again, the Most High is our weapon. And our weapons are not physical, meaning it's not carnal. But the Most High is our defense. And even King David said that in the book of Psalms. All right, so with that being said, I pray you understand. And got any more questions? If so, go ahead. I'm listening. All right, no, so you got a comment? No? No, so all right, with that being said, I mod you, which means to stand. All right. At the time, I'm just going to do the Lord's Prayer, all right? All right, get out of here. Let's get these announcements, all right? All right, ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, Ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher, a priest fund, which is a free will offering for a priest, not mandatory. whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation. So, as you know, next week, April 4th is going to be the Lord's 57th annual Passover. But however, everything's going to be started and kicked off by the 1st of April, which is next week, all right? If you have any questions or concerns concerning the Passover, you want to talk to your camp leader in any zone that you are in, whether it be, Minnesota, New York, Chicago, Iowa, Kansas City, so on and so forth, all right? If anyone wants to be a trooper in a school and start wearing all black boot shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. All right, with that being said, I imagine, which means to stand, Wapani Hakodam, means to face the east. If for time's sake, we are going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malak Watka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathan, I got you, slide my bad. Nathan, Lanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalak, Lanawa, Kawawath, Nawa, Kasalak, Nawa, Kawawath, Yanawa, Wala'a, Taba'anawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashai Nawa. Perfect. Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatha Parath. Perfect. La Awalamian. Aman. No sweat. I'm going to send all this to you, all right? No sweat, in the bar. The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Amen. All right, Sar, which means to turn, face each other. All right. Men of Israel, Amad Shabbat, Imagine. Barak, Yahweh, Yazatah. All right, Sar, which means to turn to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amad Shabbat, Imagine. Barak, Yahweh, Shamar, Al-Daba, Shimi, Al-Shai. Yazatah, hands to your side. Class dismissed, clap it up. I got you. No sweat. All right, Shalom, Israel.
The ISUPK presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.